Not at all. Not at all.
That was today, but let's back it up to last night. It's at least still somewhat alarming when the president tweets something involving national security in all capital letters close to 11:30 at night. So this got the attention of a lot of folks, and not necessarily in a good way, when he said to and about Iran, quote, "To Iranian President Rouhani, never ever threaten the United States again, or you will suffer consequences the likes of which few throughout history have ever suffered before. We are no longer a country that will stand for your demented words of violence and death. Be cautious." It was Rouhani who had spoken first. Here's his words that Trump was reacting to, quote, "America should know that peace with Iran is the mother of all peace, and war with Iran is the mother of all wars." Then our Secretary of State gave a rather blistering speech critical of Iran this weekend.
The level of corruption and wealth among Iranian leaders shows that Iran is run by something that resembles the mafia more than a government.
Time to call in our annihilation specialist. Joe Cirincione joins us again tonight. He happens to be president of Plowshares Fund and the author of Nuclear Nightmares, Securing the World Before It's Too Late. All of Joe's books are available in the romantic comedy section of your favorite bookseller. Joe, for those who have not followed our relationship with Iran, especially since the Iran deal, how serious did you take this exchange and the president's outgoing all-capital letter tweet last night?
I took this very seriously. The president, with the kinds of words he was using, was signaling a fire and fury type of threat, a possible nuclear threat to Iran, a level of destruction that few nations have experienced. I think the president may have meant this as a distraction, may have been an impulsive, angry tweet. The problem is that what's a distraction for the president to divert attention from his other troubles could be seized upon because it's an obsession for others, both domestically and in the region. This has been an obsession of, for example, National Security Advisor John Bolton, who has argued for going to war with Iran for over a decade now. Mike Pompeo, Secretary of State, a favor of regime change, just gave a blistering speech. You showed a part of it, the most open attempt to overthrow the government of Iran that we've seen. Well, you have to go back to 1953 when we actually did overthrow the government of Iran, but we did it secretly then. Now that we're doing it in the open, and then I'm worried about the regional actors who want to go to war with Iran. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates. These are all countries where, unlike the situation in Korea, in Northeast Asia, these are countries that want to go to war with a foe of the president, with someone that has the president's ire. That's what's troubling. This distraction could stick as a war that the president may not really want to engage in.
Joe, you and I both know the president will campaign on this. He will go to rallies and say to the people at the rally, "You saw what I did. You saw what I said to Iran. I'm tired of getting walked all over by them, previous presidents. That's all over. It's not going to happen with me." You concede that's going to be his effort?
Absolutely, and he's got a domestic base for it. You go to some of the other so-called news channels, and you can see that there's exuberance about this. They like the president standing up. So this plays well with his base, which is another reason this might get traction beyond whatever the president intends. And if the president's troubles intensify, well, he could be encouraged to do a wag the dog scenario, to encourage a foreign crisis in order to rally his base, to detract from his domestic troubles.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.